All right, we're back for the second half of Counter-Strike Source between Los Angeles Complexity and 3D New York. And on the CT side, 3D starts things off the way they wanted to. Picked up 7 rounds on the CT side to 2 rounds for Complexity's T side. But now they are switching. They switch roles. Now Complexity playing as the CT on the defense and 3D playing as the T on the offense. And I'm ready to go. We're here on Inferno. If you've just joined us, and the score currently 16-8, but remember, 9 points are going to be gotten here. Yeah. So, there's going to definitely be some points added to both sides. Obviously, Los Angeles looking to add quite a few to their side. So, let's see as we've got.
3D's riding that wave right now, man. Like we were talking about the other night. I mean, it's just you get that momentum rolling, and it's just snowball sometimes.
Absolutely. We're going to find out what they're going to do as we're getting ready here. We got the live on 3, and we're going to follow Volcano off the bat and see what these 3D squad are going to do on the T side. Complexity was able to get 2 rounds there. And so 3D wants to obviously not only match that, but get an additional round because they need 3 to win. So one thing that you're going to probably notice something a lot different, as you already see, is that there is a large playbook difference between these two teams here. They did not split at all. They're sending everyone up through this one direction. And this is one of those things that could be really risky, or it could be one of the things that could pay off big time. So we're going to wait and find out what happens here. You can see some smokes dropping out real quickly. Volcano making his way in, blinding fire. He's going to now, what he's doing is he's trying to get through the middle here, and that's exactly what he did. So now he's going to be able to flank this bomb site. And that's, but Rambo gets a piece of him. Now Storm from the back, they're going to be rotating over. Method over near the bomb site, the uncovered bomb site. He's here at A, but I don't see anyone with him. There he is. And where is the bomb right now? Okay, someone's holding on to it. Let's say there it is. Okay, K-Sharp's got the bomb. Now, why they actually haven't gone ahead and planted it yet, I'm not sure, but they're wanting to clear it out. There you hear the bomb goes down. Fraud nails it, and the bomb did get planted before Fraud got shot. So here we got Storm coming in through the back. Method trying to defend that bomb site, and we got Storm firing away. Storm is going to get it, and we're going to have a defusal if they can find that bomb. And there it is right there. Warden gets the defusal. No problem, and that means that we will have Los Angeles pick up that first round of the second half. That's going to make it 3-7 overall in favor still of 3D New York. And going back. But you see here how already in the first round of these switch sides, you see that 3D's got a much different playbook than Complexity.
There's like a little bit of crawling going on. It's like group crawl.
Right. And we may see some similar situations here, but I would suspect that they might go for that bomb site quite a bit, whereas Complexity, they like that other bomb site. So here we've got 3D1 working that banana area. He's going to fire up some smokes and some flashes and just wait up there with the AK. Moving on around, Volcano waiting back, and you can see one guy opping up through the middle. Volcano going to meet him back over, and it looks like they've got at least 4 guys here, so just kind of looking around, and yep, 4 guys in this hallway. So that can, again, it can be a big payoff, or it can be very risky. And usually these opening frags right here will pretty much determine how it will go. Well, Haynes picks up one right there, and let's keep it locked on Haynes. Method finally comes around from the back and picks him up. K-Sharp's going to have the bomb out, and he's going to get that down. So Keen has been cleared out. So now 3D's got control of this bomb site. They take out Rambo. Now they've got to keep control of it. Let's see how the rest of them are doing. Warden drops a grenade on the head of Juan and manages to take him out. Storm now rotating over. I believe Warden's also in this mix too. Let's see. Yes, he is, and he's rotating through the flank. Method takes him out. Storm now coming in through, and Fraud drops some Method. Is he the last man standing? Yes, he is. And he's taken out by K-Sharp there. And 3D picks up a very big round right there. Again, they need 3 rounds. They did, and that was nicely done. Again, they got into the website. They're able to take out the 2 defenders and then lock it down. And that's exactly what they do. It's going to make it 8-3 now in favor of 3D. They technically only need 2 rounds in order to win the regulation match. But remember that every round is definitely played out. So we're only on the 11th round of 18, and so that means we're on round number 12 right now. Nick Noit was scoping up with that op. He's going to take a flash right to the face excuse me, an HE grenade right to the face, and does a little bit of damage, down to 72. Let's move on over, as it looks like we might switch things up a little bit here. K-Sharp waiting back, sees some grenades fly into his view. Storm is watching that position, and here comes Method creeping up right now. And this is always a very risky spot, especially after you throw a flash. They're going to probably expect to see it. Fraud's going to take out Volcano. So Complexity, oh, he takes out another. Nick Noit's got the advantage. Let's go see where Fraud is. He's over at the B bomb site. Oh, and K-Sharp fell to his death. Warden takes out one. That will be it, as the Complexity squad really locks it down there. In the second half, it's 2-1, but overall, it is 8-4. Complexity really needs to rally at this point to just put together as many rounds as they possibly can.
6 more point opportunities, correct?
Yes. Yes, that is correct, I believe. Yes, that is right. And so that means that Complexity would really need to win all 6 of these in a row in order to take the victory. But, you know, even if they took, well, if they took 5 and 3D took 1, we're going into overtime. And
which is always fun.
It's not always fun, but it's also, you know, would make for a very interesting match the way that this could actually play out. So K-Sharp moving up now. Again, oh, nice. Wow. Fraud was right in front of K-Sharp. K-Sharp must have been blinded there briefly. K-Sharp's going to watch through the connector tunnels. He's taken out by Warden. Storm also drops one with a very, very nice HE grenade. That was Juan who got taken out. Method now rotating around. He's inside this covered bomb site. He sees one from the side. He does take a shot at one, but Storm is right around the corner there. And now he's able to watch that bomb. Oh, Volcano coming in through the back. He takes out Warden and takes out Storm. He should be able to get that bomb. He's going to check all the corners in the back. And it was Rambo who found him. And there's still one left, right? Yeah, Nick Noit. So Nick Noit going to come around, and he knows that that bomb's got to be there. He flicks around, takes a shot. Rambo was waiting back there patiently, takes him out, and Complexity picks up another round, make it 8-5. And it gets closer and closer, Susie, as each round progresses. But this momentum cannot be taken for granted. No, the Complexity has to play every single round like it is the round that is going to win them the match. And they're completely capable of doing such a feat.
They've done it plenty of times.
So Method now rotating. Well, not really rotating. We haven't really committed to a bomb site yet, but there was a 3-2 split right off the bat. Saw some flashes come over that house, so it was a nice little strat there by Complexity. They try to hit them as they're coming down, you know, or flash them, or you know, nail them with an HE grenade. So Method going to come up very, very quietly now. Watch from the back. Juan's going to travel through this smoke and just head on up there. Make himself very, very known out in the open. Comes around the side. Warden drops him. Bomb is now in possession. Haynes and Fraud both get a piece. Method is dropped up in the balcony. And that's, nope, there's one more. Volcano. Volcano taken out by Fraud. And Complexity once again
riding it
as far as they possibly can. Again, if they were to pick up all of these rounds in the second half, aside from that one that New York picked up on the T side, they would walk away with victory. And that would, again, be something that I would not be surprised if Complexity was capable of doing that, you know? But 3D is a seasoned team. They've got a chance to mix it up here a lot with the remaining, 3 rounds that we've got, or 4 rounds that we've got. So anything could happen here at this point. Moving forward, Method once again taking the same spot that Fraud took in the last game. Juan moving around the side. Juan finds one. That was Warden. Moving on over to Warden. Warden gets taken out as Nick Noit deagles him in the head. Now Method might have an opportunity to come in. K-Sharp drops Fraud, who was in the moto pit right there. And Method now coming out. He's going to come around the side, checks the 6, sees one down below. Storm taken out. And that means we're going to have a big bomb plant. This is not looking good for Complexity right here. K-Sharp's going to go ahead and get the bomb down. I'm seeing that it is a 2-on-3 situation right now. So moving on over. Haynes in the library. He's going to now rotate out. He throws out a flash. He's going to wait there, but he's also got the clock against him now because that bomb is down. Oh, and he switches weapons, turns around the side. Haynes might have been blind there, but K-Sharp takes him out. Rambo now close out that off, it would be amazing. Gonna pull out that deagle, takes out K-Sharp, and Nick Noy coming around the side and drops Rambo, making it 9-6. And this poses a very interesting scenario for these two teams, because if Complexity picks up these next 3 rounds, that will make it a tie game 9-9.
And then we have
overtime.
Nice.
However, if New York picks up one more round, that will be the end of regulation play, and they will still have an opportunity to make up some more points.
Correct.
But they've got to be thinking about blocking points from Complexity. That has got to be their goal right now, especially considering that they have a lead in the overall match. So let's watch these guys as they're going to rotate around. Again, these guys are mixing it up big time. Sometimes through the apartments, sometimes the banana, sometimes through the middle, sometimes work the apartments and come back down and go to middle. So these guys are really, they're really just dynamically doing whatever they can to get into these bomb sites. Warden, though, getting 1-2 big shots. Storm also with one. Let's move over to Warden here real quick. He's up on the balcony. He's just nailing it away. See if he can find another one. Oh, he just looks like he just barely missed him.
Wow.
K-Sharp came in through the back. And oh my gosh, they did pick it up. Complexity still managed to pick that one up, making it 9-7. I went over to Warden and he got taken out, but K-Sharp was dropped, and that was the last kill that we missed there. Move back over to 3D. They've got to get this one. 2 more rounds for Complexity, and they're going to have forced an overtime situation. Now, 3D has done very, very well in overtime situations in the pistol round. So I don't know if I would want to necessarily. Right. And they've definitely, I can tell that they've devised strategies specifically for overtime, and that's really important. I know how many of the teams have done that. I hope that they've all at least worked on it a little bit, but it's questionable. You know, have they spent considerable times? Let's just do pistol round after pistol round after pistol round
likely could happen
to practice. So what you're also, let's just double check here. Pistol.
I was just saying, why are they walking
well, that might be pistol. So this is a safe round for 3D.
Up?
No, this is a safe round for they might be. Now I know what you're saying. He's going to be taken out right there, and this is not going to be a good round. Trying to find the last member here. Here is Nick Noit, and he tends to be alive a lot at the end of rounds. We've got several remain. No, he's the last man standing for 3D. Did you see him? Rotated around right past a member of Complexity. He's going to be able to get this down. Now, this could also give them some additional cash. So, boom, bomb has been planted. Complexity immediately realizes, well, they're not over here, so they must be over there.
Yeah.
So this is where
I think I see what's going on.
This is going to be very, very tough to do. So Warden's going to go for the defusal. Rambo ran around the side. That's where, when you don't have the man advantage, it becomes tough. Definitely. You go defuse, us 3, we're going to go and take out the other guys. That's going to make it 8-9 here. And if Complexity picks up this round, we're going to be going into overtime. So this is a very, very big round for 3D. Now, they may not have necessarily had to save that last round. But what they might have said is they might have said, look, we're going to have to give up this round to save cash so that we're ready and fully set up for the final round. Because if it does go into overtime, it won't matter how much money the teams have. So that could have been a possible scenario. You know, many people may have looked at that and gone, well, why did they do that? Well, they could have not had the money, but the other possibility is that they wanted to hold on and make sure that they had the money. But this is a great, great move here for 3D. Juan is completely blinded here as you see him just firing into the side. And so they know that someone in this area threw out a flash. I guess the question is where did that come from? Well, it looks like Fraud actually left that bomb site. He's now going to come in from the flank. He sees another member from the back. Fraud does manage to take out K-Sharp and almost does some damage there from the back. Rambo gets a nice off shot. Volcano comes in through the back. Here's Rambo set up once again, but Rambo's got to watch that flank too as well. And that, what we know Volcano's... Oh, nice job! Volcano takes out Haynes. It's going to be a one-on-one situation right now, I think. Volcano drops Rambo. Nope, there's still one left. It's Storm. Oh, Method drops Storm, and 3D wins it 10-8. Unbelievable in the final round. 3D pulls it off. Wow.
Complexity looked like they were coming for it, man.
Yeah, well, let's break that round down just a little bit here as the team celebrates. So 3D made a really, really quick move to that B-bomb site. And when they made that move to the B-bomb site, there was a couple things that were key there for 3D. First off, they had all their men, so they had a very strong defense going into that. Second off, they got the bomb down, which meant that required the complexity members to move in
Yeah.
because they had to defuse the bomb, even if they did take out all the members
Correct.
for 3D. 3D positioned themselves nicely. Volcano was behind that box. You saw him sneak out and get that kill there, I believe, on one of the members of
box.
complexity. Those key moves. Now, Fraud moving out, that seemed to definitely be a smart strategy because why give up a man if 4 guys rush your spot? So Fraud tried to move up. Unfortunately, complexity just could not put a flank back together, and the round went to 3D. I thought that was beautifully
pretty
played.
nice.
And
Complexity had me convinced they were coming for it. They're
all
like,
right.
listen, we're coming.
Well, guess what? We've got our sideline reporters, Cammie, back there with General Manager Dave Gaffon, winner of this Counter-Strike Source match, 3D New York. Cammie, over to you.
Thanks, Sweet. I'm standing with General Manager Dave Gaffon for 3D New York. You guys just took that win hands down. It was really close towards the end when LA started to come back. What did you have to change within your strategy to be able to take that last win?
I think we just we really didn't change too much within our strategy. I think they were just kind of experimenting with different things we knew how to do and knew how to do well. Complexity is a fantastic team, and it was a hard-fought victory that could have gone either way.
All right, well, congratulations to you and your guys. Back to you at the desk, Wheat.
I think that Moto's a little bit modest there. I think he's being a little bit humble. I would say that there's, maybe they didn't necessarily change their tactics, Susie, but there's definitely a composure there that 3D was issuing there on the virtual battlefield. I think that they played it very nicely. It could have gone either way. He's right. Any given Sunday, but this time New York wins it. Let's look at the scoreboard right now as we see that we're still pretty close here with 2 games left to go. After that Counter-Strike Source match, 3D New York walks away with the victory, 10 rounds to Complexity's 8, but Complexity adds those 8 points to make it 14-19, only 5 points separating these two. And next up is going to be FIFA, Krieg and BG versus Wizzacor. This could be very, very amazing, right?
It's going to be interesting. Well, same thing. Remember how I mentioned yesterday about the monitor? It looked like it had a little bit of distortion. Kriegen was complaining today, like, yes, Woozy, there was a lot of lag, there was a lot of this, and it was the first day.
Right.
So we have these little glitches and little bugs that we have to fix through. But today, it's game time. There's no lag, there's no glitches, there's nothing. We're ironing it all out. So, Kriegen, I want to see this man come through. Lay it down.
All right, well, let's introduce these players here for FIFA. First up for Los Angeles Complexity, we've got Krieg and BG, and you're right, he's got something to come back and prove.
Yep.
You know, he wants to put it out there. He still wants to be the top FIFA player in the league, and again, he's going to consistently be a point scorer for LA. So this would be one of those areas where he needs to be consistent. He needs to bring those points in for Jason Lake and the rest of the team. He's going to be playing as England in the red, and we'll go over that once again when we go back into the game. But let's meet from 3D New York, the only member of the CGS to be franchised, or the only FIFA member to be franchised, excuse me, and the #1 FIFA player of the 2007 season. He's already started off with some great matches, and he said to me today, Wheat, this is it. You know, this is kind of like my big match.
Okay.
So anytime it's going to be Wizzacor and Krieg and BG.
It's like Battle of the Titans.
Yeah, and there are 2 new guys in the league, and you know, he's got to kind of see how these guys size up. But these 2 have met before. They've been in the gridlock
it was
before.
close in Season 1
Oh,
last
absolutely.
year. So it should be interesting to see first out the gate who's going to take it.
Well, before we actually jump into the action, let's break down how FIFA works here in the Championship Gaming Series. FIFA 08 is a cutting-edge soccer game in which 2 competitors face off as their favorite national teams. Every match consists of 2 4-minute halves, and the winner is the player with the most goals at the end of regulation play. And every goal counts as 1 point towards the team's match total. Ties are settled in a penalty shootout, and these goals also count as 1 point each towards the team's match total.